Okay, so this video, I'm really just shooting from the hip, so to speak. I'm going to give you some advice based on my experience in business and what I think you could do to cut costs and make your business more profitable, not only in 2024, but beyond, in the 2020s, let's call it. Okay, so cutting costs without compromising quality, for me, is the aim of the game. So when I'm looking at buying businesses, for example, I'm looking at where there is opportunity to cut costs without compromising on the quality of the product or service and immediately increasing the profit within a very short period of time. I'm also, of course, looking to grow the revenue and things like that through marketing efforts and maybe introducing a new product or a service, things like that. But something you can do in your business right now is looking at where you can cut costs. So the key is to cut costs, but without compromising quality. So one way you can do it is by hiring people in the Philippines, like a VA or something, or customer support or digital marketing staff, things like that. We've seen a lot of businesses do it. It's one of my core areas of expertise, one of the strongest things that I'm really good at. I've done it not just for VirtualStaff.ph, but also for other businesses I'm involved in, both passively and actively. I've helped put together strategies that have helped those businesses become more profitable by doing this one thing. The second thing I would say is look to incorporate artificial intelligence, different software that can help your team members be more productive, get more done. It's a bit like, steroids. Instead of growing the muscle quicker and more effectively in regards to the shortest period of time, that's what you're doing when you're introducing these tools. So that's two things you can do. The third thing is, I would suggest you look at your advertising and look at what the real return is. So with advertising now, with online advertising, you've got metrics that can show you, right down to the penny, exactly what you're spending and what's coming back in. So I would say, if you're not doing that, drill right down and see, because sometimes what you can see from a bird's eye view isn't necessarily the full picture. You might have something that shows, let's say on a Facebook ad, it might show that you spend, I don't know, for argument's sake, you spent $10,000 and the sales are $5,000. You'd say, well, this is crap. We've got to turn this off. I've just blew $5,000. But dig deeper, because it could be that that's the first touch point. It could be that a lot of money that's came into your business from the back end, which you think has came directly or from different channels, organically or whatever, might not have. It might have initiated from that first touch point. So it's important that you really assess that and check it out, because turning it off could actually affect you overall in terms of the revenue and profitability of the business in regards to the big picture, the full picture, should I say. So check that out as well. So those three things, that's what I would be looking to do. That's what I look to do when I buy businesses or get involved in businesses. So assess those three things. Back to the first one. So when you're hiring remote staff, you're hiring virtual staff in the Philippines, for example, which is where I always tell you to do it, because, I'm not going to get into it again because I've done a lot of videos on it. Just check one of those out and you'll appreciate what I'm saying. So you can save a lot of money without compromising quality, but you can always, you've got to cover yourself as well, okay? So you've got to make sure you do these things in the right way, because if you've got a business and it's worth money, whatever it's worth, a couple $100,000, $500,000, $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, $10 million, $100 million, it doesn't really matter, but it's worth money to you. Everything is relative in life, right? So, and you put a lot of effort into it. It's your asset. You put a lot of sweat equity. You put a lot of financial resources into it, including time. So you want to make sure it's protected. So one way you can do that is onboarding staff compliantly. So you could do it through a compliant solution. So for example, on VirtualStaff.ph, we introduced something that we felt the market was lacking, and that was a compliance solution. So you can go on VirtualStaff.ph, you can get a subscription, you can choose from 1 million plus people, you can hire really talented, great people, part-time, full-time, the world's your oyster. But to be compliant, you need to onboard them through an entity in the Philippines. So we introduced that through the compliance solution, and that means you can get legal protection, we can cover your arse in the Philippines, and also your staff, your talent, the people you hire. We can also help them in terms of making sure that they're getting health insurance, Social Security is getting paid, and things like that. And Pag-ibig, which is a scheme here in the Philippines that helps workers unveil more cost-effective loans for housing and things like that, and development for their property. So we can make sure all that's sorted for you. So that's something that if you're looking at this from a long-term perspective, it's definitely worth checking out. I'll put a link in the description to the compliance solution. You can, if that's something you're interested in, check it out. Go on the page. You can jump on a call, book a call with one of our client success team, and they'll walk you through it. And by the way, there's no sales or anything. This is just a strategy call to make sure that everything aligns with you. So that's something you can check out. So anyway, that's not a sales pitch. That's just part of the first part that I told you, which is hiring people in the Philippines to cut your costs without compromising quality, to make yourself more profitable, or to bring in more manpower without obviously having to stretch the budget to ridiculous levels where it becomes a liability for you. So anyway, check those three things out. So I'll recap. So look at hiring people in the Philippines without compromising quality. Second, look to incorporate AI, software, things like that, things where you can make yourself lean, productive. You can give your virtual staff the tools to get shit done, get things done. And the third thing, of course, is what I mentioned about the ads. Make sure you know the whole picture. Drill down, check it out properly before you make a decision on something like that. Try different angles as well, different copy, different platforms. You quite often with direct response ads and things, they're not profitable initially, but you tweak them a little bit, you change the angle, and before you know it, Bob's your uncle and you're doing well. So anyway, I hope this video's helped. As I say, I usually plan these videos a little more. This one is just kind of the ideas off the top of my head. I had a few ideas knocking about up there, so I thought I'd share them on a video. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you found the insights helpful, like the video, comment below if you want me to answer anything specifically, and of course, subscribe to the channel for more valuable insights into business, cost cutting, and really making your business as profitable as it possibly can. This is Michael Brodie. Bye for now. If you'd like to hire staff and build a team in the Philippines, then go to www.virtualstaff.ph, the Philippines outsourcing marketplace.